Agency.com. Dave Miet Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miet, INSAgency.com.
Does Helm Paint have the best paint on the planet? Hell yeah. We only sell Benjamin Moore, the world's finest paint. Because paint ain't paint. Let us steer you right. Helm Paint and Supply.
Yeah, you right. Crescent City and beyond. We are back. Another program, Wide Open Wednesday. Mario Brothers, a.k.a. Latinx at the controls. He says he's tired today. So if you ring us up and you get some kind of mumble jumbo, it's very sleepy. He's very tired. You ever working out, Mario Brothers, doing something sort of not monotonous but routine-ish, and it's middle of the workout, end of the workout, you're very tired and you close your eyes during that part? Have you ever done that?
No, I don't think I have.
Right. I'm telling you, I'm like shutting my eyes like to save energy. Like I'm thinking that might be 1%.
Yeah.
Which, I think is ridiculous. But I mean, I just shut my eyes like I might be on some rower or something where I got to row 1,200 meters or something.
Man.
And, it might take like 6-7 minutes.
Yeah.
So, minutes like 3 through 6, I'm just kind of eyes shut, just kind of going through it.
I can picture that.
Yep. Ridiculous. Yeah. Not running or anything that requires, vision. Anyway. Yeah, it's not like I'm tired. I'm just shutting my eyes. Anyway, my mom always says that. I'm not sleeping, just closing my eyes for a minute.
Yeah, I say that watching movies sometimes.
It is Wide Open Wednesday, but then you start snoring and the girlfriend gets mad. Exactly. Wide Open Wednesday. Heat advisory continues. Speaking of Mario Brothers, a.k.a. Latinx, this is called agua in the Latino world. In the Spanish world. Agua, I guess in the scientist world, Latino or any person that's a scientist, it would be H2O. Everybody else, water. Anyway, stay hydrated. Lots of this stuff.
All right, Adam Sandler.
Stay hydrated. Why? Adam Sandler had some water?
Yeah, the water boy.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Sorry.
All good.
Yeah, stay hydrated. Stay inside, ideally. In the air conditioning, ideally. It's dangerous out there, literally. Folks that, are outside, they're constantly drinking fluids. People that are landscaping, roofing, in attics working, whatever. In this kind of heat, you got to stay hydrated. Anyway, no, it really is dangerous out there. You folks that have a pet and you leave the dog outside all the time and you think that it has a bowl of water, it's fine. How would you like to be left outdoors all day? A dog is not an alarm system. People that live in neighborhoods where you notice your neighbor leaves the dog outside all day long while they're at work, and this has been going on all summer long, and you know this because maybe you come home to walk your dog and you hear the dog barking in the backyard. You drive by, you see the dog in the backyard. The dog is like kind of an alarm system, like, or the person's like, well, I can't leave him inside all day while I'm at work. So they leave him outside in this heat. It's basically criminal. So call 911. Call the Humane Society of Louisiana. Call Jeff Dorson. Get online. Call the authorities. Dial 911. Seriously. Can't leave a dog outside all day long, every day, all summer long while the folks go to work. It's crazy. If a dog is chained up, especially, it's against the law. You can't leave a dog chained up for longer than a certain period of time. If it's in the backyard, there's no shade, no shelter. The water bowl isn't in a stable position. It's not big enough. Could get knocked over, and then there's no water for hours. Call authorities, call police. It's against the law. These people are abusing animals. It's ridiculous. And lastly, human beings that are elderly or have health issues and don't have air conditioning, and you know about them. Get over there at 9:30, 10 in the morning. Pick them up. Go grocery shopping, air-conditioned grocery. Go to the mall. Go to a library or a community center, get them in air conditioning. Target, Walmart, grocery store, library, wherever, convenience store, whatever. You go to the mall, just sit on a bench, bring a book. Folks that are elderly, have health issues, and don't have air conditioning. No, this sweltering heat, it is a scorcher out there. Temperatures are in the mid 90s, feels like $110 in some parts of Metro New Orleans. 110. Dangerous. Did I mention water and hydration? 766-9480. His name's Mario Brothers. No, I'm serious. His first name's Mario. His last name's Brothers. His family used to own Brothers Mart. They had something to do with that, I believe. That's the rumor.
Man.
Anyway, Mario Brothers, a.k.a. Latin X, because by golly, we want to be politically correct. He's not only running the controls, he's fielding your phone calls. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. I got a slew of topics. It's Wide Open Wednesday. You're the show producer on Wide Open Wednesday. Whatever you'd like to discuss. It's almost like I throw my show sheet out the window, but I don't. But you've got more carte blanche than usual on a Wide Open Wednesday, where, again, you're the show producer. Checking us out on radio, checking us out on TV, checking us out on YouTube. The Neutral Ground with Corey Johnson. Click to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It doesn't cost a thing. 766-9480. No, a slew of topics I've got. It could be yesterday's latest mayor's poll. Royce Duplessis comes into the race, decimates Oliver Thomas's number, decimates Arthur Hunter's numbers, Helena Moreno's numbers, unaffected by Royce Duplessis coming into the mayor's race. 766-9480. Judge Sidney Cates IV. I mean, you're a judge. Live up to that name, a judge. Make a judgment. Make a judgment. Have some courage, some guts, and make a judgment one way or the other. This judge, in my opinion, really made no decision, but the no decision falls in the mayor's favor and Troy Henry's favor. The French Quarter trash contract lawsuit says the situation is kind of convoluted enough. I don't need to get involved. An injunction would compromise things. Unbelievable. That's Judge Sidney Cates IV. Joe Rasponti, New Orleans attorney, will join us in an hour in the 5 o'clock power hour, and we'll get his take on, to me, a debacle. I mean, make a judgment one way or the other, something firm and definitive. Junket Cantrell off to New York City. She claims for a conference that doesn't exist. Seriously. You go to the conference website, they're not having a conference in New York. I think she's just sort of hooking her wagon to it. She's going to meet with, the BS master himself, disgraced Mayor Eric Adams in New York. Why Trump let this liberal Democrat off the hook is mind-blowing to me. I don't get it. But I'll fill you in more on this mayor's convention that I think was like in April or something already. It's not going on in New York. The mayor's kind of hooking her wagon to that just as an excuse, I think, to go to New York and pretend to chit-chat with Eric Adams about something that somehow helps New Orleans and the city. Crazy. That's why we call her Junket Cantrell. Google Junket, look it up. It's basically a taxpayer-financed vacation, a trip that only benefits the elected official. There's not a dollar created for the city from any of these trips the mayor's ever taken. Not a single dollar, not one job, not a single job. It's kind of mind-blowing. That France trip last month, 6 weeks ago, $50,000 to go to the French Riviera. I guess so. It's the French Riviera. No shame. Now, I knew the airport would expand. They've got 3 concourses. They can add a 4th. kind of going east towards the present access road. Yesterday, a story, Stephanie Regal, she does a good job. She used to be with Channel 4. She went to Baton Rouge for a while and wrote for like some business report up there. Now she's at the Times-Picayune. She's saying they're not only going to expand the existing airport with that fourth concourse, but build a second new terminal, another terminal west of the existing terminal. Really interesting to me. I love this kind of stuff. These are transformative projects for the city. City Park, a $400 million, it was $200 million. It's $400 million, 25-year master plan. Some renderings of it were released last night, the last public meeting for input. No, that's transformative. City Park, as is right now, one of the finest parks in America. $400 million, 25-year master plan. I love it. Airport, expanding the existing building and then adding another new terminal. Really? Love it. Love it. Those are all positives. Yeah, Michael Heck from Greater New Orleans, Inc. joins us every Friday. That segment, by the way, brought to you by Latrim, the global manufacturing giant. All they do is hire because all they're doing is growing. Looking for a new job, a new career? Go to latrim.com for a full listing of positions available. Latrim.com. Latrim spelled L-A-I-T-R-A-M. No, I love the new airport. I love this City Park master plan, $400 million. Michael Heck joins us every Friday from Greater New Orleans, Inc., always brought to you by Latrim. Yeah, he'll join us in a couple of days, and we'll find out all about this new airport. Wide Open Wednesday. You're the show producer. Dial us up, 766-9480. Anything you'd like to discuss.
Here at the NOLA Coalition, we love our kids and we love our city. The people of New Orleans are standing together for a better future. By harnessing our collective resources, the NOLA Coalition will create a safer, more prosperous city for all residents. Your support is needed to help reduce violence, invest in our children, and drive generational change. Join now at nolacoalition.info.
The Woodhouse Day Spa, with 5 area locations, New Orleans, Metairie, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and now Mandeville. A day of relaxation is just moments away at the Woodhouse Day Spa, woodhousespas.com.
Dave Miet Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miet, insagency.com. Dave Miet Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miet, insagency.com.
Word is, one of the best restaurants in New Orleans isn't even in New Orleans. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Cross the lake and taste what you're missing. Tuesday through Saturday. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville.
Young's Dry Cleaning has free pickup and delivery. That's right. Young's Dry Cleaning has absolutely free pickup and delivery. Home or office, East Bank or West Bank. Call Young's at 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com. Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes are magazine, as unique as you.
Greater New Orleans, a destination for learning. With 13 colleges and universities and a booming job market, Greater New Orleans is the ultimate destination for your higher education. Your path to the future begins in Greater New Orleans. Find out more at studynola.com. Francesca Deli and Pizzeria has over 15 specialty sandwiches, a big 10-ounce burger, and some of the best pizza in New Orleans. Francesca Deli and Pizzeria on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview between Canal Boulevard and West End.
Does Helm Paint have the best paint on the planet? Helm, yeah. We only sell Benjamin Moore, the world's finest paint. Because paint ain't paint. Let us steer you right. Helm Paint and Supply.
The vibe of the Crescent City, Corey Johnson.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
In Metro New Orleans on 93.9 FM and 107.9 FM. Also from Baton Rouge to Pensacola, Florida on 600 AM and 1560.
Yeah, you right, Crescent City and beyond. Corey Johnson back at you. Thanks so much for joining us. Mario Brothers, a.k.a. Latinx at the controls. It is Wide Open Wednesday where you're the show producer. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. 766-9480. Hey, Mario Brothers, you're younger than me. You're 30.
Mm-hmm. You could have just said I'm young, but that's cool.
You're laughing when I said that. It's funny to you.
Because you like half complimented me. Go ahead. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't trying to compliment you or not. Just stating facts.
Fair.
Do you care about older athletes still performing in an old age? Do you like that, or you could care less?
Oh no, of course I do. Like
it's neat, it's cool. It's like wow,
it can be
still getting it done.
Yeah.
Sure. When they're getting it done.
When they're playing well, and other teams don't believe in them, and maybe they still play well. Yeah, that could be.
I mean, 45-year-old Venus Williams.
Yeah.
Beats the 25th ranked player in the world in the first round in this DC tournament, like 6'3", 6'4". Just kicked her butt up and down the court. It's 45-year-old Venus Williams still playing tennis, still moving around the court pretty well.
Well, I think her, LeBron, and Brady are in the class by themselves. Those three.
Venus more than Serena.
Oh, you said Venus. My bad.
Yeah, Venus.
I guess those four.
No, Serena's retired.
Okay.
Serena's younger and retired.
Okay.
Venus is 45. Serena's probably, I'm guessing, about 41 or 42 now.
Then, switch Serena with Venus then, because that's hella impressive.
Oh, no. Serena's one of the greatest ever. But Venus is one of the greatest athletes of all time. Mm-hmm. She's been doing this forever. I mean, I think only Martina at like 47 won a singles match.
Yeah.
You know, and in a regular, pro tournament. So anyway, I just thought that's pretty cool. I like watching
That is cool.
45 and still getting it done.
Not on that level.
The girl she played's 22 years younger than her.
Yeah, that's
the girl she beats 22 years younger than her, like half her age.
Yeah, she was winning majors before, like she was alive.
Yeah, but she was winning Grand Slams before this girl was even born.
That's crazy.
Girl's 23 years old, like fresh out of Texas, like an All-American, 25th ranked, lots of potential. She's a youngster, a puppy. Little kitten.
Yeah, learn from that experience.
Sure. Venus Williams is just, one bad woman. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. Yeah. I love Serena, and Serena's better than Venus as a player and more accomplished. Mm-hmm. But Venus is ridiculously accomplished, underrated, and underappreciated. If there was no Serena, Venus would be with what she has. She'd have some of Serena's titles. I'm not talking about that. Just what Venus has done. If there was no Serena, Venus would be one of the greatest female players of all time, which tells me she's one of the greatest female players of all time.
Yes.
With or without her sister.
Hella impressive.
No, highly impressive. Like you're rooting for her to win in the second round. But it gets much tougher. I think it's a top 10 seed.
Yeah.
It's going to, some like 20-year-old or something who's 6'3" and can sling the ball all over the court.
Wonder what the odds are on that.
No, check it out. Find out. Mario Brothers, a.k.a. Latinx.
I got you.
766-9480 is the phone number. That's how you dial us up on a Wide Open Wednesday, especially because you're the show producer. A topic I'm not discussing enough. I've got it totally wrong. 766-9480. I don't know. Maybe there's someone out there outside of the mayor, Troy, Henry, Oliver, Thomas, and Richards that want the trash contract to stay in the, for IV not to remain the French Quarter trash provider. Maybe there's another person out there. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. Junket Cantrell off to New York City. It's really mind-blowing. It really is. This one's is. It's like, how do you one up? What you're always doing. It's hard to when you're the mayor because she has no shame, she has no pride, she has no honor. Mayor LaToya Cantrell is in New York City. City Hall announced that Cantrell's in New York City for a conference with fellow members of the African American Mayors Association and will return to New Orleans later this week. The AAMA's website says the group held its annual conference in April in Washington, D.C., which Cantrell attended. It lists no official AAMA events today, tomorrow, this week, this weekend at all. Nothing's going on, according to the African American Mayors Association, but Mayor LaToya Cantrell joins New York City Mayor Eric Adams and Mayor Van R. Johnson II of Savannah and fellow members of the African American Mayors Association in New York City to participate in a presentation highlighting the positive impacts of digital inclusion initiatives in New York City and cities across the nation. Wow. Digital inclusion initiatives. No, the mayor makes it, and goes on. The African American Mayors Association continues to be a leading voice in championing the powers of diversity, equality, and strong community engagement throughout the country. She is hooking her wagon to this, African American Mayors Association, and there's no event going on with the African American Mayors Association. I'm assuming that Eric Adams, because he's black, and I don't know if Van R. Johnson II of Savannah is black or not. I'm going to assume he is too. And I'm going to assume they're all members of the National African American Mayors Association. But there's nothing going on with that. So this is just Junket Cantrell taking it even up to another level. Like, nothing's going on. I want to go to New York City for the week, during the week, get away from New Orleans for a few days. And I'm going to just pretend it's an African American Mayors Association connection. And it's not at all. The website has nothing saying anything about anything going on. But the mayor's insinuating there's a conference sponsored by them going on in New York right now, and that's why she's there. So just doubling down on the BS. Doubling down on the BS. It's unbelievable. I know it's just a rinse and repeat. No shame, no honor, no pride. Dan Reel, who joins us every Tuesday, he was in studio yesterday. A couple of weeks ago, he said the mayor can't be embarrassed like she herself. Well, we all have been embarrassed. We think about things we did that are embarrassing, and it's embarrassing just thinking about them. The mayor can't be embarrassed. No, it's all of those things coupled with just a belligerent, contrarian attitude and realizing the 15 minutes is almost up. So take advantage every way you can. And if that means making up a conference that doesn't exist, make it up and go to New York. Hell, the Paris trip to the French Riviera was $50,000. $50,000. Just crazy. I mean, think about that. Unbelievable. Wide open Wednesday edition of the program. Corey Johnson with you. Yeah, you right. Thanks for joining us. Derek Grove still at large, like 9 weeks, 10 weeks later, still at large. I looked at something today, Mario Brothers, a.k.a. Latinx. If you look at I posted on Twitter too. I guess I could pull it up and slap it up on this big screen here. Derek Groves. I mean, if you go to Fox 8, they've got all 10 up there. And then you got Groves. With all 10 and Groves from afar, not even zooming in on him, he's got some effeminate features. He looks feminine in some ways. And I think it would be the other 9 dudes, very hard to, pull like, I was about to make a reference that you have no idea. A Flip Wilson, but there's probably some rapper named Flip Wilson today. Anyway, no, you can't just dress up like Robin Williams' grandma, and obviously you're not a woman and going to get away with being a woman. Derek Groves, I think, could dress up like a woman and get away with looking like a woman. Go to Fox 8 website and look at it, Mario Brothers, aka Latinx.
Yeah, I was going to your Twitter.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I see it.
Or I mean, am I right?
A little bit. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
now you look at the other 9, you're like, no way.
No.
Now he's got some tattoos on his neck. So you can put it on a turtleneck or put some,
I see what you're saying. Like his skin
has
is
some
kind of
effeminate features.
His skin is kind of smooth. Yeah, like on his face. Yeah,
got the right hair.
Mm-hmm.
Could pull it off. Put some bows in that hair. Put on a little makeup and a dress. I'm serious. Am I full of crap when I say that?
He looks like his mother, I think.
I'm telling you, exactly.
Mother, yeah.
Who knows what his mother looks like?
And there are some females too that have like masculine.
No, exactly. I'm not dogging the dude or anyone that has feminine or exactly
his profile. Yeah.
Some men are rough and tough, and some men are more soft looking. And this dude's kind of soft, kind of has some. I know he's a man, but he has some effeminate features. I'm looking at the other 9 dudes. I'm like, no way they could put on a dress and a bonnet and get away with it. All kidding aside, I mean, I posted like on Twitter, like not trying to be crazy or nutty, and I'm sure this is way out there, but could this dude be dressed as a woman, and that's how he's on the lam for 10 weeks?
Oh my goodness, yeah, no, I see.
I mean, seriously, put a little lipstick, some mascara, put on a bonnet. He can go with the sister or mom to the store, and no one would notice a damn thing.
Man, it's like Big Mama's house in real life.
Seriously,
that'd be a hell of a movie if he's ever caught. And
plus, he's regular size mama.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not even big. He's like a skinny dude, so he could really pull off he's got the face and the body.
Yeah,
he's a little skinny dude.
Exactly.
So it wouldn't even be Big Mama,
especially outside the city. Like if he's in a different state by now, yeah.
And today in 2025, there's some women that are kind of rough looking, and there's some men that look very feminine. And then you toss in the, transgender movement that's, out in public now. No one's going to, this guy could be pulling that gimmick off. All right. That's my ridiculous comment of the month.
I'm all for that's not a conspiracy, but I'm all for speculating things,
I swear I looked at it. I was like, dude, this guy kind of could be maybe dressed as a woman.
Yes.
You think I'm saying it to let me find something to talk about today, No. Derek Groves, he's living in the woods with dogs and wolves. Yeah. I think he's living in the woods with wolves. Let's go with that speculation. I just looked at it and it just popped out at me. I was like, dude, this dude could pull off the female gimmick, and maybe that's how he's still on the lam.
Yeah.
Still on the lam, maybe enjoying lamb chops. He could go to Lebanon's Cafe, lamb chops, shish kebab, all your favorite Middle Eastern sides. Lebanon's Cafe, some of the finest Middle Eastern food in Metro New Orleans, convenient to so many folks. Carrollton at Jeanette by the Streetcar Barn in the Carrollton neighborhood, open till 9:30.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this Lamarck Automotive Complex is something called Quick Lane. Tires, wheel alignments, struts, servicing your transmission. We do in all makes and models. It doesn't have to have been purchased from us. It's for you. It handles your lifestyle with your budget in mind. And we want to get you in and out as quick as possible. Quick Lane, you got to come see it. You're going to love the experience. Right there at Williams Boulevard in Kenner.
The Woodhouse Day Spa, with 5 area locations, New Orleans, Metairie, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and now Mandeville. A day of relaxation is just moments away at the Woodhouse Day Spa, woodhousespas.com.
South Shore residents that love good food are making the short trip across the lake to Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. North Shore folks have known about Gallagher's 527 for years. Now the South Shore has discovered this hidden gem. One of the metro area's best restaurants is less than 30 minutes away. Take the quick trip across the lake and experience Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. As good as it gets.
The Port of New Orleans is the gateway to global commerce, the economic engine that moves Louisiana and our country forward. For more than 125 years, Port Nola has continued to deliver the goods we use each and every day, by river, rail, and by road. No matter what, it all happens right here, delivering Louisiana's future at the Port of New Orleans, your working river. Learn more about your Port of New Orleans
insurance. Visit portnola.com.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralocks, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralocks technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralocks is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
In New Orleans, we don't eat to live. We live to eat.
More is better.
Scott Craig of Katie's.
That is our slogan. More is better at Katie's. It means more of everything. Not just more food, more smiles, more friendship, more love. More. When you do something, you have to do it right. You know, it's all about more, and it's all more of the good things.
Get more at Katie's Restaurant in Mid-City.
Tired of cleaning your gutters? Improve the value and look of your home with Leaf Guard gutters. And you'll never have to clean your gutters again. Ever. I guarantee it. Let Audubon Gutters install Leaf Guard gutters today. You'll improve the look and value of your home. And right now is the perfect time during Audubon Gutters' 99-cent installation sale. Call 469-6494 now. Get out of that gutter and get on the phone. At Audubon Gutters.
Not an FM disc jockey, not a former politician, Corey Johnson.
You're not the DJ. You're a raconteur. You're a storyteller. You're a griot.
It's true. Mario Brothers nailed it when I asked him a question during the break. 766-9480 is the number. 766-9480. I want to see if you have the answer. Now, I live near Lebanon's Cafe. I live near the Sewage and Water Board. I'm right by the Carrollton neighborhood, Holly Grove, Pigeon Town, River Bend, right by the parish line, by where Claiborne's turns into Jefferson Highway. So that Lowe's is near my house. I'm a few minutes from that Lowe's. And I go to that Lowe's a lot, every few weeks, it might be some Lowe's hardware type thing. I miss my Oak Street hardware, to be honest with you. I love that place. You walk in, can I help you? Somebody's helping you right away. Anyway, no, I guess I make a Target run about once a quarter or so, and I'll get, toothpaste and things like that. But I go to the Lowe's and I get laundry detergent, believe it or not, and paper towels. Do I think it's as low a price as a Target or like a Walmart or something? No. But I think it's much cheaper than the average grocery store, without a doubt. Plus, you're getting bulk. You're getting, So I got just the Arm & Hammer, like not Tide, like Arm & Hammer, that yellow. You can it's like more than a gallon, I guess. It's got a handle, the little spigot with the cap. I got one of those, and I got some Bounty paper towels that were, I think it was 12 equals 30, something like that. I was trying to get the most rolls with the smallest number with the biggest, fattest rolls, super mega plus, roll super duper, whatever the hell it's called. So I go to the checkout. I like the self-checkout, just moving quickly. I checked out 2 items, the Arm & Hammer gallon of detergent and the 12 rolls of Bounty paper towels. How much did it cost for the 2 items I purchased today? The Arm & Hammer laundry detergent and 12 rolls of Bounty paper towels. Give me the answer to how much it costs, and you get absolutely nothing from me except a congratulations. No prizes, Mario Brothers.
Just pull the Conor McGregor there.
Yeah, that is a Conor McGregor. You're not even getting a shot of my vodka or whiskey, I should say, Irish whiskey. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. 766-9480. 766-9480. How much did it cost for essentially a gallon of Arm & Hammer laundry detergent and 12 rolls of Bounty paper towels? How much did that cost? 766-9480. Now, some folks have no idea like what a gallon of milk costs or any of that kind of stuff, There's some items I go buy, I don't know what they cost, but most items I kind of have a general idea of what the price is, especially if I'm getting something that I know is much cheaper at one grocery store compared to another. There's grocery stores I go to that are like convenient, and it could be like, 40, 50, 60, 70%, maybe double the price of another place. There's some grocery stores I go to, I'm just like, I'm not buying like a toothbrush or toothpaste or deodorant or paper towels or toilet tissue or any of that kind of stuff here, but I'll buy like steaks and vegetables, seafood, fruit, stuff like that. 766-9480. No, mind-blowing, to me at least. Mario Brothers guessed right on the number. Right on the number. Hey, Mario Brothers, I went to Lowe's. I got a 12-pack of Bounty paper towels and a gallon jug, basically a gallon jug of Arm & Hammer laundry detergent. How much were those two items? Mario Brothers nailed it. 766-9480. 766-9480. Wide Open Wednesday. You're the show producer. Whatever you'd like to discuss. Junket Cantrell in New York City for a conference that does not exist. Just making stuff up now. Not saying it directly, but insinuating clearly that this African-American Mayors Conference is having some type of meeting or seminar or get together. And if you go to their website, there's nothing going on today, tomorrow, or anytime this week or this weekend. So the mayor wanted to go to New York City, and the mayor basically, no, you know what really sucks? She connected it to the African-American mayors thing, like injected race into it, like more deflection. She's deviant. She's deviant, She's like the boy who cried wolf. That's the worst part, because there is racism and crap that goes on, injustice. She's hooking her wagon to that, like, don't question it. I'm black. I'm female. You can question. I'm going to the African American. You're white man. Who are you to question this? I mean, you can feel that vibe coming from her. So just really sick, demented, and deviant. Not only making up a conference, but hooking it to African American, like black thing, like you wouldn't understand it. Wow. Yeah, no shame at all in the least bit. Judge Sidney Cates IV. We're going to get Joe Rasponti's take on this in about 30 minutes in the 5 o'clock powwow. And New Orleans attorney Joe Rasponti. The judge says, basically rules in favor of Ivy Waste getting 86th out of the quarter and Henry Consulting taking over in a little over a week. The judge says an injunction would compromise things. Me giving an opinion would convolute things. It's already a convoluted situation. That's essentially what Sidney Cates IV is saying, the judge. Joe Rasponti is going to break it down. We'll find out what kind of judge Sidney Cates IV is. At least Joe Rasponti's taken opinion, and he knows these judges. And we'll find out exactly what all of this means. It's definitely not over. That's for sure. We'll see. Next, Thursday is July 31st. A week from this Friday is August 1st. We'll know something by the end of next week. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. I knew the airport would eventually be expanding another concourse. We've got 3. There's room for a 4th. Stephanie Regal had an interesting article in the Times-Picayune. Not only are they going to expand the 4th, they're going to build another new terminal. Louis Armstrong International Airport's getting another new terminal west of the existing terminal. I don't know how big. I don't know how many gates. I don't know who's designing it. Is it expandable? Another parking garage as well. Pretty interesting news. Like Louis Armstrong International is growing like crazy. As I said earlier in the show, every Friday, Michael Heck joins us from Greater New Orleans Inc. Yeah, those guys. And he'll give us the take on this airport potential expansion. Hey, speaking of those guys, if you're watching on TV or checking us out on YouTube, Pat Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Pat Gallagher's 527 restaurant. 527 North Causeway Boulevard, 527 East Causeway Approach, right by the Aquista Pace, right behind the Shell. South Shore, folks, there's no driving on the North Shore. 25 minutes from Lakeside Shopping Center, you're sitting in the front, right in the parking lot at Gallagher's 527. And I'm telling you, I'm going to give you the silly little radio commercial cliche. It's worth the drive from anywhere. It's worth the drive from anywhere. I love to eat. I love fine dining. I love great restaurants with going with friends, with family, a date, sitting alone at the bar. I love fine dining. Pat Gallagher's has it all. It is absolutely fantastic. Some of the best seafood dishes anywhere. Lots of local fresh seafood, gumbo and turtle soup to die for. I mentioned that crab meat St. Francis appetizer because quite simply, it might be the single best Louisiana jumbo lump crab meat or crab meat appetizer anywhere, any place. It's that good. It is a must order. And then Merlaton. Who's got seafood Merlaton in town? Who's got, sweet potato casserole to die for? Not good, not very good. Excellent. One of the best restaurants in Metro New Orleans. And I'm telling you, I know some of the great restaurants like Clancy's and Brightson's and Le Petit Grocery and Irene's and Bayona and so many great places to eat. Patois, Gabrielle, Galatois. I mean, go on and on and on. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville, Tuesday through Friday for lunch, Tuesday through Saturday night for dinner. Get there this week. You'll thank me. It's that good. It's Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Yummy. No, I'm overdue. Meant to go last week, have yet to go this week. I'm going to go tomorrow, and I got a buddy on the North Shore. He's like, call me, dude. I'll meet you there. So probably tomorrow or Friday for lunch. If I don't make it tomorrow or Friday for lunch, I'll go Friday or Saturday night for dinner. Get a date, call my brother, call some buddies, quick drive across the lake. No, so good. I love it. One of my favorites. Buddy of mine sends me a photo with 4 lamb chops in an oval plate, just sizzling in butter. I could see him sizzling in butter in the photo. It's like, damn, that looks good. Where's that? That was about a year ago. Gallagher's 527. I've been a dozen times or so, 15 times. Now I'm talking about him on my show. That's how the world works. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. Yesterday, I filled you in on the latest mayor's poll, the first one with Royce Duplessis jumping in the race. And exactly as I said, Royce Duplessis is probably just going to take votes away from Oliver Thomas and Arthur Hunter, and that is exactly what has gone down. Helena Moreno's numbers have not moved in the least bit with Royce Duplessis jumping in the race. Helena Moreno, latest poll, holding steady around 47%. She could win in a primary. Oliver Thomas, in just about every poll that's come out, north of 20%. 20, 21, 22, maybe 23%. Always less than half of Moreno. Moreno's holding steady at 47%. Oliver Thomas down to 16% now. Royce Duplessis goes from 0 to 60, 0 to 14%, almost tied with Oliver Thomas. Arthur Hunter probably getting out of the race. He goes from 8, 9, 10% to 4%. His numbers are cut more than half. No, Helena Moreno, unless something crazy happens, is your next mayor come January. Corey Johnson with you.
The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, it's open now. We fix cars and trucks. We do all makes and models. And it doesn't have to be a Ford or a Lincoln. It could be whatever you're driving. 32,000 square feet under roof. Now open at 3101 Williams Boulevard. It's all about you, the customer, getting the most for your dollar. I would say the most perfect collision center anywhere. The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, 3101 Williams Boulevard. Go check it out.
Word is, one of the best restaurants in New Orleans isn't even in New Orleans. Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville. Cross the lake and taste what you're missing. Tuesday through Saturday, Gallagher's 527 in Mandeville.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on magazine, as unique as you.
When USA Today ranked the 10 best must-visit New Orleans restaurants for travelers, Mid-City's own Katie's made the list. USA Today says Scott Craig is chef-owner at Katie's, a much-loved Creole Italian eatery that draws armies of regulars for lunch, brunch, and dinner. A neighborhood spot where locals congregate and New Orleans-style hospitality rules. Indeed it does. Katie's in Mid-City.
The Port of New Orleans is the gateway to global commerce, the economic engine that moves Louisiana and our country forward. For more than 125